Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Local Edition. I'm Nutty Buddy. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and influencers who are making a difference. So let's see who's making news right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, uniquely designed athletic gear, help navigating the complex healthcare universe, all things aromatherapy, delicious bakery products, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
When playing sports, it's important to think about your body's safety. You wear a helmet to protect your head, a chest protector to prevent injury to your chest, and even gloves which provide protection for the hands. However, there is one other important area for male athletes that needs protection too. Today, let's learn about the ultimate solution for protecting oneself. It's a sensitive subject about your sensitive parts.
Nutty Buddy was invented by Mark Littell. He was a remarkable man. He loved life and baseball and people, and he made it to the show in 1971 as a professional baseball player. He won a World Series ring with the Cardinals. After that, he went on to coach for another 20 years. He figured out that 50% of his athletes would not wear an athletic cup because it was so restrictive and uncomfortable. So he took pen to paper and went to ASU and worked with one of the industrial designers there and invented the Nutty Buddy.
Sports like baseball, lacrosse, hockey, martial arts, and many others involve physical contact or the risk of impact from flying objects. Wearing the Nutty Buddy provides a physical barrier that can absorb and distribute the force of impact, reducing the likelihood of serious injuries.
Nutty Buddy is an athletic protective cup, best athletic cup on the market today. Not only anatomically correct to where your testicles lay naturally, but when force hits it, it disperses it to the pelvic bone and not onto the testicles. And so it makes it so the testicles do not erupt and have any type of damage. Some of the people that wear them as well are your umpires, you have your stunt guys, you have your security guards. It's for any type of activity that you want to make sure that your boys are protected. 30% of our consumers are women who want their husbands or boyfriends and sons to be able to have babies and grandbabies. And so we want to help, have that legacy for them as well.
It is crucial for male athletes to prioritize their safety and consider the potential long-term consequences of not wearing appropriate protective gear.
It's important to wear a cup because you need to protect your family jewels. Wearing a cup is one of the most uncomfortable things you can wear in sports. Truthfully, being a catcher, playing my entire life, having lots of friends, do the same thing. It's at a certain age when your parents don't make you wear a cup are the people that kind of make or break the rest of their career. The comfortability of a cup is, growing up, you got different types that either go up, go down. Being a catcher for as long as I caught, one of the most important things is being able to obviously bring somebody else in this world so they can possibly be a catcher as well. The Nutty Buddy cup allows you to feel comfortable and use that day to day without knowing it's there.
Its award-winning patented design helps ensure your comfort and safety.
When we talk about the Nutty Buddy, we're also talking about the three-piece system. The first layer of defense is the lock core compression shorts. It's a patented product that has 4 specific materials that are engineered to be able to hold your core as well as your junk close to your body, snug to your body, similar to a sports bra for women. What the lock does as well is give it a place for the cup to kind of nestle up against, kind of lock into place. You then have your lock jock that again uses the same material. And our jock is the only jock with this thickness and comfort. And then you slip in your cup and put the cup into position. We have the only athletic cup out there that has 5 sizes, so we can have it for all men and boys and starting with the youth. Size does matter, but the reason size matters is because of the height of men and boys. We want to be able to protect the entire anatomy, and we're able to do that with the 5 sizes. So, the little league boys can be wearing it as well as the major league guys. We have 2 different styles. We have our classic and our flex. Our flex has a thicker rubber around the edge, so you are able to move more freely. It gives a little more give to you, such as for MMA fighters or positional players. The Nutty Buddy cup is also made in the USA. It was very important for us to keep it here in the US, and it is made with a polycarbonate material that is similar to what is used in bullet-resistant glass.
Nutty Buddy is trusted by some of the most popular influencers in the game.
I'm a baseball content creator for Momentum. It's a YouTube channel. We're about to reach 500,000 subscribers, which is really awesome. We do just about anything you can think of that's baseball related. So a few months ago, we had NCAA softball legend Hope Troutman come to our facility, and it was basically her job to pitch to Eric's sim. And Eric's having a tough time hitting her, and I call the first changeup for the day. So she's getting ready to pitch, and keep in mind, I'm not wearing a cup. So she's getting ready to throw a changeup, and it skips 4 times before it hits me. I try to block it, hits me right in the nuts. Next thing you know, video goes viral because we post it everywhere. And I kid you not, the next day, Kathy shows up with a Nutty Buddy for me. And from that point on, I was always wearing a Nutty Buddy. So always protecting the boys, even when I'm catching the girls.
What's so much better about Nutty Buddy for me was, again, just the peace of mind knowing that I'm well protected. If I take a shot, whether it's a misplay ground ball or if it's a foul tip, I'm not worried about it, like if I take one, to the boys. Our homemade glove video, and we're in the outfield, and then I'm wearing full catcher's gear, and I have the Nutty Buddy on, and I'm just knocking at it. I'm like, shout out to Nutty Buddy.
We've used the Nutty Buddy plenty of times. It's something that whenever we are in the situation that we think that the opportunity for getting hit in that area might occur, we go straight to a Nutty Buddy. When I wear the Nutty Buddy, I know for a fact that, I have the best shot of protecting the boys that I got. So for what we do, and for as consistently of the amount of times we put ourselves in tough situations, it allows us to just go about our day and just do what we do.
If you or someone you know is an athlete, then give Nutty Buddy a try. It doesn't hurt to try it out, but it will definitely hurt not to.
The Nutty Buddy Cup is not just for baseball. It's for everybody, whether you're in law enforcement, you're in UFC, whether you're playing hockey, baseball, football.
What was amazing about Mark is that we make fun of what's happening, and he stood in front of a pitching machine, and we have these funny videos, but at the end of the day, this is very serious, and we want to have that conversation because it is uncomfortable. We are promoting health and safety and, your legacy.
For more information about Nutty Buddy, visit their website at nuttybuddy.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
We all know how important staying healthy is. Check out our next story.
Healthcare can be complicated, but with the right help, it doesn't have to be. Health management companies play a crucial role in supporting healthcare providers and patients in navigating the challenges of the healthcare industry. Let's visit with Dr. Perowit of Arkos Health to learn more.
Healthcare, when I look at it overall nationally, the system is broken. The way it's designed for providers and hospital groups, the incentives are malaligned. And so when we look at who's actually being adversely impacted, it's our patients. Part of that is wasteful spending, unnecessary services being provided, and a lot of that has to do with the patient's education. When we talk about benefits of a seamless healthcare system, everybody should have information that's a part of the patient's care team or health systems in that community that may serve that patient so they can better take care of the patients.
Patient-centered services and personalized programs contribute to the efficient and effective delivery of healthcare services.
Arkos Health comes in and fills those gaps in the system for the patients. We'll coordinate services, we'll coordinate the care, and we'll make sure that we're there to give them a holding hand when the patients need it. If a patient can't see their primary care doctor that day, we'll send a nurse practitioner into the home to see them. If they need a refill on medication, we can call that in, or we can provide services via telehealth as well. For the payer, it works out well because if they're getting, I will say, concierge level services, basically that's what we provide to the patient, then they're not seeking care in inappropriate settings, which saves the health plan money and improving the overall patient experience with our services added in there. So we have a transitional care services program, so when a patient does get discharged from a skilled nursing facility or a hospital, we will outreach to the patient and make sure there are no gaps upon discharge. So if they need oxygen at home, or they need IV antibiotics or DME, we're making sure that that's delivered to the home for the patient. We have an intense care management program, which really is a program for patients that have acute needs. If they need lab tests done, imaging tests done, we'll coordinate all that for them. We also look at the social determinants of health. So if they don't have food on the table, that's preventing them from getting health care, then we'll arrange for Meals on Wheels, or at times we've gone out and we've stocked their refrigerators. We'll coordinate transportation. So we provide a lot of services around intense care management. We also have what we call a palliative care program. It is a symptom management program. These patients are all hospice appropriate. So we offer a palliative care program where they're not forced to go on to hospice, but they can still get high-level care in the home with our nurse practitioners, manage their symptoms, refill their pain medications or other medications they need. Our goal is to make sure that they get care in the appropriate setting.
And all of this is done at no cost to the patient.
Because health insurance companies don't have the capacity all the time to serve large populations, they'll come and hire us to help their patients. They know that by providing good outpatient care, good member experience, that they will not only drive the quality of care that's being delivered through their system, but they're also going to drive their costs down. For a lot of these practices, what has happened is they've become a production line. They can see patients quickly, but we bring the added benefit of additional education, additional support that some primary care providers just don't have the ability or the capacity to provide to their patients. When we provide these services, it doesn't cost the provider anything, it doesn't cost the patient anything, but our entire goal is to improve their health, make sure that we can empower them as well and educate them as well about their health. A lot of our efforts around communicating with our providers is if they are willing to give us access and integrate with their EMRs, we will do that. We also have a ribbon technology, so where we don't integrate with the health plan, we can still provide data and tools on their EMR. When a patient pops up, there will be reminders to remind the provider on certain healthcare things that need to be done for the patient. We have an entire provider relations team. So when the provider has an issue with the insurance company, whether it's a claims issue or a prior auth issue, their staff doesn't have to spend the time on the phone trying to get someone at the health plan to talk to about their issues. We take care of that for them. We have a system called Arkos 360. So we're looking all around every aspect for data sources and data feeds. So we can use all that information to integrate into our system so we have better insight into patients. But part of the Arkos 360 is our ability to evaluate which patients are going to get into trouble from an analytical standpoint, which patients need telemedicine services, so it supports our telemedicine platform. We have a very robust health information exchange system. So we get a lot of information. So when a patient's in the emergency room, we know that the patient's there. When the patient gets discharged from the hospital, we know that the patient's getting discharged. So we incorporate all that data into our own engine. It gives us a very good look at what's happening with the patient in real time. And the other aspect that we want to use technology for and that we're embarking on is the patient engagement. In a lot of these services, patients have a lot of competing priorities when it comes to healthcare. The last thing they're thinking about is healthcare, and we have to make sure that they understand that healthcare should be their top priority. When you kind of look at patient experience, we're trying to gamify that patient experience. And so if they're actually playing a game or something similar to a game that gets them interested in their healthcare, I think we're going to see more and more engagement being driven and more people taking ownership of their own healthcare. So that is the next area of technology that we are embarking on, is how do we gamify the experience for patients.
Helping people to achieve total wellness through quality health services is a top priority.
When we talk about our approach, it is a population health approach. How do we deploy strategies that will actually increase the health of the entire population? We have to have population health strategies, not only as a country, regionally, but health plan level wise as well, to improve the health of the entire population that we're serving. What I'd like to see in the future is that more of these strategies are deployed around the country. There are plenty of markets in the United States where a lot of these services are not available. The plans just don't have health plan partners. And that's what Arkos has been focused on. We have to come together and improve every state's ability to have a health information exchange where the information can reside and be stored and be accessible to to anyone that's taking care of that patient, so we can provide timely and accurate care for the patient based on accurate data. So that is what I would hope for the future for our healthcare system.
To learn more about Arkos Health, visit the website at arkoshealth.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Well, there are more and more benefits than ever when it comes to using essential oils.
That's right. From helping our immune system to sanitizing our hands or just providing stress relief, they literally have become essential.
And here to tell us all about it is Mr. Anthony Pedrazzo, who's the president and CEO of SpaRoom. Welcome to the show, Anthony.
Hello, thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
I love this, and the smells are just, I wish we had like smell-o-vision, Montel, right? Because we have lavender, eucalyptus, I mean, hundreds in between. Essential oils, Anthony, they're just so beneficial. Why?
Aromatherapy, as we all know, has been used for centuries. It's been more evident that consumers are realizing the actual therapeutic and health benefits of them. Essential oils can boost your mood or even provide immediate relief when needed. For example, you have lavender, which is relaxing, peppermint, which is refreshing, and eucalyptus, which is invigorating. The two most common ways to enjoy are diffusing and a topical application, which these are not ingestible. Overall, the use of aromatherapy can make a positive impact on your mind and body.
Now, something that's become a part of our daily lives right now is hand sanitizers. So talk to us a little bit about how you're helping when it comes to hand sanitizers.
Our focus as the nation's leading aromatherapy brand was to not only meet the CDC guidelines of 60% alcohol, but also provide a product that will moisturize your skin and smell great.
And we should know that some of these essential oils like lemon and even some of the orange juice do have antiseptic capabilities or properties themselves, correct?
Correct. So the lemon and eucalyptus that we did decide to put in there, even orange, also does provide some antiseptic relief.
And I love the diffusers. You brought so much here, and we do appreciate it. We're going to take it home, right?
Different types.
But look at the diffuser. This one's fantastic. And also for the children, look at this little night light as well. And then you got the big mama here. Look at that one.
And when you actually absorb this and smell this and, inhale this, you're giving some antiseptic properties into your sinus cavity,
Absolutely. So, Anthony, great diffusers. Tell me more about the displays and how they work. It's just great.
Now you have your humidifier sitting there, which is good for your bedroom or any other room in your home, as well as the diffuser that you turned on initially. That's actually our number one selling diffuser. There's a lot of benefits with obviously using essential oils and different types of applications with some of the products you have in front of you. And when I'm feeling under the weather, I add some water and drops of my personal favorite, our Breathe Easy blend, the essential oil directly into the humidifier or diffuser, and I feel an immediate relief. It cleanses my nose, my nostril, and my throat. We like to pride ourselves on quality, features, and functionality at an affordable price, which we believe is differentiating us from our competitors. And all of the products that you see in front of you go through a very intensive testing method before we actually launch the product.
Anthony, for our viewers who'd like more information on how to get any of these products, where can they go, dear?
You can go to SpaRoom.com.
Well, thanks so much, Anthony, for being with us today and sharing this with all of our viewers. I know they're going to love it.
Thank you so much, Anthony. More protection, Montel. You can never. All right, have enough of this. And if you'd like more information, go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Clean hands, clean heart.
They've been a family-owned business for over 90 years. Lewis Bakeries was founded by three brothers who mortgaged their mom's house for $300 and opened a bakery in a southern Illinois cabin. The bread was delivered daily by Model T trucks to local homes nearby. But because it is so good, it has grown to become a national favorite. And today, my junior sous chefs and I are rising to the challenge and creating healthy sandwiches using their delicious half-loaf breads. Meet the crew. Daphne and Lena, give a wave.
Hi.
Are you kids ready to have some fun?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, here we are. We're at our sandwich making stations, and we polled our panel, and they told us some of our favorites. What's your favorite sandwich? You have one particular one when you come home from school, you're like, yeah, I want to have a what?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly? I can make peanut butter and jelly happen. I got peanut butter, I got jelly. How about you, little one? What's your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich is pretty much everything.
Okay, everything? Then how about you make one I like? Some Nutella and some fluff. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get our cutters out and start making our bread look ready for kid-like things. What do you want to use, this one? You like this one. You said it looks like an eye before.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's do this. You're going to do the cutout. You're going to put it in the bread, push down, and cut it out. You want to be a star? You want to be a big star or a sun?
Sun.
You want to be a sun? Okay. Get on there and give it a good push. I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be a star. We have all the things here to make our sandwiches, including Lewis Bakery's half loaves. There are 16 different flavors, and today we're using 3 of the most popular: the Nutty Oat, the Hawaiian, and the Honey Wheat. So let's get creative. Right now, the kids are going to cut out everything. I'm going to take this scrap bread. Don't think we're going to throw it away. We're going to take this, kick it over to the side, and we're going to make some bread pudding for dessert tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. All right, kids, do your cutouts, assemble your sandwiches. I'm going to be back here for a taste test in a minute. Well, the whole time, I got a few tricks up my sleeve over here. Check it out. After all, look, half loaves are genius. They're great for singles, small households, or big families like mine. I like variety in my house, so we like to mix it up a little bit. Over here, check this out. This is the ultimate club sandwich. It's a club I want to get invited to. There's ham, there's turkey, there's bacon, there's tomatoes, there's hard-boiled eggs, sprouts, all made right here with the whole wheat. Check this out, Nutty Oat. You want to make a Nutty Oat avocado toast? I got mashed avocado and oven-roasted tomatoes, a little bit of fresh basil and olive oil on top. Incredible. And then right here, 12 grain. Berries and cream cheese for a breakfast grilled cheese sandwich. These are absolutely amazing and delicious. But I have to tell you that my favorite one right here really is this. My new friend, Joey Buck. He's got hair made of carrot. He's got eye made of cucumbers and olives, a nose, and the whole time the Hawaiian bread gives him a place to stick his big cheesy teeth out of. Hey kids, how you doing over there?
Good.
What are we doing? What's this looking like? Me looking like a star? You look like a sun? You look like a star? Oh, look at that. Oh, I can better to see you with.
It's a forehead eye.
That is a forehead eye. That's like the eagle eye. All right, so let's start putting these things together. Why don't you start assembling some sandwiches? Now, you told me that you happen to think that this bread is the best bread that you've ever tasted before.
Yes.
And how old are you?
8.
So in your 8 years of experience, this is the best bread you've ever had?
Yes.
Yes. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. All right, I'm going to put one together too here. I'm going to put a little cream cheese and a little bit of grape jelly over here. This is nice. I'm going to put my star on top of here, like that. This is a healthy way to start the day. You know, let's talk about healthy life products. Folks on a healthier diet might not eat that much bread because it can be high in certain nutrition elements like calories or carbs or fat. Lewis Bakery's Healthy Life flavors are a better choice. They've got a sugar-free option, and right now, back at the lab, they've got a keto-friendly bread coming out in the making. This is going to be absolutely incredible. And for more information where you can find this luxurious, delicious bread, go to lewisbakeshop.com or visit our website, thebalancingact.com.
If you're looking for an all-inclusive Lux Adventure experience, then we've got some great news for you. Mr. Alberto Aliberti, president of Atlas Ocean Voyages, is here to tell us more about the new style of travel, one that's completely first class, world first class, and very, very, very safe. Thanks so much for being here, sir.
Thank you, Montel.
Absolutely. Tell us about this new approach that you have to this unique cruising of the world.
What we've done is we've taken a very important segment in the cruise industry, which is the ultra luxury segment, but we've added a bit of a spin, a bit of a modernization, because now what we called is Lux Adventure. And that means that we take what used to be maybe even a little bit of a boring experience for some people. We've made it into the 21st century where now you have excitement, you have still the luxury elements, but you also have a list of destinations that's completely unique and a list of activities that are definitely unique. A person who's maybe even an experienced cruiser will be able to come engage deeply into the location with like-spirited travelers, but do so in an environment that's top in the world.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, intimate, exclusive is one thing, but you're also safe.
We're very safe. We're safe. We're a completely brand new design ship, just launched for operations last month. And our ships meet all the highest green standards in the world. And on board, we're designed to be cooperative with the current demands of this COVID environment. social distancing is important, but we only carry 190 guests in a 140-meter ship.
Wow, well, I mean, this is the World Navigator right here, right? This is the first of your class of ships that you've got now with Atlas Ocean Voyages. Tell us a little bit about her and the crew.
World Navigator, it's 140 meters long. It's small, but with only 190 guests, that's a fantastic space. It's the first of 5, and it's also expedition capable, which means we're going to be able to take you to places like Italy, where, for example, you can toboggan down a canyon outside of Florence. We can also go to Antarctica, which we do. We are a luxury cruise line, so what we do unique is that we fly our guests to Antarctica in a private jet so that they get right onto the ship safely, and then we enjoy anywhere from 9 to 14 days in the Antarctic region.
And you got, what, about 100 crew members? So it's like, what, one crew member per person, right?
Correct. It's 100 crew, and sometimes it is as good as 1 per person. And what happens with that is they're able to direct the people to these wonderful things ashore. We have some fantastic, exciting adventures ashore such that you don't get on other cruise ships. For example, did you know that when you go to Florence, outside of Florence, you can actually body toboggan through the canyons of the local mountains?
Lux is really one of the major considerations, right?
When you come cruising with us, you don't have to reach for your wallet. Everything is included in the price, including your airfare, and also all the drinks on board, all the tips on board, shore excursions. You just come on to enjoy the destination and enjoy the ship.
And if our viewers wanted to hear more, where do they go to get more information?
It's very easy. The company is Atlas Ocean Voyages, and it's atlasoceanvoyages.com.
Absolutely, and of course, you know, you can always go to our website, thebalancing.com, to get more information. I can't say thank you enough for being here, sir. Our viewers are really going to love this.
Thank you so much, Montel.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.